On our program, we'll use the polygraph to explore some fascinating questions. Welcome to Lie Detector. I'm Marcia Clark. Did Thomas Miller, who's convicted on 3 counts of manslaughter for the deaths of 3 teenagers, pull up that all-important stop sign? Is pro wrestling faked, or is it a real sport? Is it fair that James Nichols carries the taint of guilt by association to his brother Terry, who's convicted of the Oklahoma City bombing? Was Tanya Harding lying when she claimed she was not involved in the planning of the attack on Nancy Kerrigan? Did Mark Fuhrman plant evidence in the Simpson case? First, we traveled to Tampa, Florida to meet with the stop sign killer. Our subject is Thomas Miller, one of the 3 teens convicted of manslaughter in a case that has come to be known as the stop sign killings. This is the scene of the crime. The stop sign was down, and at about midnight, Kevin Farr drove his Camaro through this intersection without stopping. The car was struck by an 8-ton truck fully loaded with over 60,000 pounds of fertilizer. The 3 teens were killed instantly. Thomas Miller and 2 of his friends were accused of taking down the stop sign. A controversial legal battle ensued over their guilt or innocence. News of this horrible accident in Florida spread across the nation and, in fact, around the world.
I would like whoever did it to have to spend a day with me just to walk through what I walked through now.
You know, I'm not a lawyer or nothing, but it's, you know, it's like murder almost.
It's been a rough 2 years, as I'm sure it is for anybody that's lost a child. You never know what it's like until it happens to you. Do I agree with the verdict that Tommy and his friends were guilty of manslaughter? No, I don't.
I guess if I had lost my son, I would feel vindictive.
I know that they'll never see their child again, but at my age, I would probably never see my child again on the outside.
I just know that my son did not touch that stop sign. He did not have anything to do with it.
The 3 teens were arrested and charged with manslaughter. Although from day one they maintained that they were innocent, evidence started building that shed doubts on their claim. Thomas's friends, Christopher Cole and Nissa Bailey, freely admitted dumping 19 other road signs that they'd stolen into this creek on the night immediately following the deadly accident. But they maintain to this day that they never touched the stop sign in question.
Did you take that sign at Lithia Pinecrest and Keysville Road?
No, sir, I didn't.
Real people that are involved here. 3 people lost their lives.
All witnessing.
Prosecutor Leland Baldwin mounted a strong case for the state. She was quoted as saying that the only way these defendants would leave the prison was in a pine box or with a pardon. Despite numerous requests, she declined to be interviewed on this program. Baldwin's efforts paid off. The jury reached a verdict.
The court accepts the verdict of the jury, and the court does reaffirm that you are guilty of all 4 counts of the information, 3 counts of manslaughter, 1 count of grand theft.
The triple manslaughter and grand theft convictions resulted in a maximum sentence of up to 35 years in jail. Thomas Miller's attorney immediately appealed the verdict. Miller's parents put up everything they owned and raised his bail. I met with Thomas Miller and his attorney in Tampa, Florida, to try to find the truth. No one's arguing that that stop sign was down on the ground.
Right.
Correct?
No, it was down.
Okay, there was no question about that. Well, what do you think happened to that sign?
We had scientific evidence that we felt the sign had been struck by a vehicle carrying metal objects. There was damage to the aluminum part of the stop sign. It was torn. It takes 50,000 pounds of pressure to tear that aluminum sign. And the scratches on the back were consistent with a jolt, as if someone backed into it, and then an uplifting and a movement of metal along the back of the sign, lifting it out of the ground, because it was just in the ground. It was not cemented in.
Now, are you going to take Thomas through his appeal?
Absolutely.
Are you concerned about him taking the polygraph tonight?
None whatsoever.
And why is that?
I know that he can pass a polygraph because he didn't do it.
Thomas, from day one, you've maintained your innocence in this case. But you admitted along with the other two defendants, Nissa Bailey and Christopher Cole, that you took 19 other road signs in that area. This kind of thing, stealing the signs, was this something that you'd heard about before you guys did it?
Absolutely.
Is it something that's common to be done?
I've seen it in movies where kids our age take signs to hang it on their wall as a trophy. You know, I've heard my elders talking about it, my parents, you know, neighbors, friends of the family and whatnot. Oh, we did this when I was a kid, and we took this stop sign here and da-da-da-da. And it's just, you know, an idea that popped up that night, and wish it never had have.
Yeah.
Not only for our sake, but I mean, 3 people lost their lives, and there's 3 families that are, I'm sure, pretty upset and sad.
You feel bad for the families, but that stop sign that was down on the ground when the accident occurred, were you the one that pulled it down?
Not at all. I have nothing to do with it. Don't know anybody who might have put it down.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to the families of those victims?
They don't believe me. They think that I'm guilty, but I know in my heart I'm not guilty, and all I can say is I'm sorry and express sympathy to them. I didn't do it. I'm in this the same as they are. I want to know what happened. I want to know who did it. You know, they lost their kids. Well, I've lost my life pretty much. I mean, you know, I've got 3 manslaughter convictions. Nobody wants to hire me.
Thomas, can you tell us how you felt when that jury came back and found you guilty?
Devastated. Just thought the world had ended. The most horrible feeling, it's so hard to describe. It's just like your heart falls down to your feet and you're just like, how? It was just awful.
Are you ready to take on the lie detector?
Let's go.
Please remain still. The test is about to begin. Are you now sitting down?
Yes.
This is known as a neutral or irrelevant question to establish a normal response from a truthful answer.
Do you plan to tell the truth on this test about whether or not you were involved in taking down the stop sign at Lithia Pinecrest and Keysville Roads?
Yes.
This is the first question on the test dealing with the relevant issue.
Do you know for sure that you did not remove that stop sign from the ground at Keysville Road?
Yes.
Since the 3 teens admitted taking 19 other road signs, we need to establish that Thomas knows for sure which sign we're asking about.
Regarding the Keysville stop sign, are you sure you didn't remove it from the ground?
Yes.
Notice how the question is worded differently each time. The next question will require a no instead of a yes to make sure that Thomas is truly paying attention to the test.
Did you participate in taking down the Keysville Road stop sign?
No.
This question is also designed to determine if Thomas might have been present at the scene of the crime without actually touching the sign himself.
This test is over. Remain still for 10 seconds, please.
So, Tom, you've completed your polygraph test. And I want to ask you, why did you want to take this test?
Just so it's, you know, one more line on the chalkboard, I guess you could say, that just show my innocence and prove that I had nothing to do with it.
Thomas, the results of this polygraph examination have shown that in answering the question as to whether or not you participated or personally pulled up that stop sign that caused the death of 3 teenagers was absolutely truthful when you denied any involvement.
That's great. Now, can you do me a favor and show this all across the world just to get my message across that I had nothing to do with it. I never have had anything to do with it from day one. And this just, there's another line on the chalkboard to show that we're being honest.
How do you feel?
It's great. It's just one more, you know, take it in stride and see what happens next.
Thomas Miller's trial is about to be reopened. Will the results of his polygraph on this program affect the outcome?
Next.
I don't know anything. And that is the God-honest truth.
Guilty by association. James Nichols, the brother of convicted Oklahoma bomber Terry Nichols and friend of Timothy McVeigh, wants to clear his name. Then.
Of course I'm going to cooperate. I mean, I don't have anything to hide.
Not so, says Jeff Gillooly, ex-husband of Tanya Harding, who attempts to prove it. with the Lie Detector. Captain Lou Albano pits himself against the biggest opponent of his career, the Lie Detector.
Did you ever engage in a professional wrestling match in which the winner was predetermined before the match?
No.
Did you carry that bloody glove onto Simpson's property?
No.
Former LAPD detective Mark Fuhrman faces the accusation that he planted evidence, all on Lie Detector.
12-hour days, endless nights, no weekends to call their own. This is the stuff young lions are made of. And no headache will limit their imagination. Because this is the Advil generation. The advanced medicine of Advil is freedom from headaches, just like that. Headaches to muscle aches. Advil relieves all kinds of pain. Advil simply lets people do what they love to do.
Out here, it's Monday. In here, it's Friday. 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 Tuesday. Friday. 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 Wednesday. Ooh, Thursday. You think you know Fridays? Well, you don't know Jack Shrimp, lightly breaded and served with our great Jack Grill entrees. The new Jack Shrimp, in here at Fridays. Take the rest of the week off.
Right now at Payless, when you buy one pair of shoes, you get the second pair at half off. All men's, women's, and kids. The Payless Shoe Source buy a pair, get a pair half off sale. Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
Hey, Yellow, we're giving away $2 million in honor of the new millennium.
Yeah, the person who finds a special bag of all red Millennium M&Ms wins. Red, why are we doing such a cheap commercial?
We're giving away $2 million. We can't afford a better one. $2 million.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, good, another apple. Where's Danny?
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Thank you. This is the taste.
They've known each other since high school. Now, after all the years and tears, they've reached the biggest moment of their lives.
Marry me.
90210, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central. In every relationship,
Oh my God. What's going on here?
there is a turning point.
Daddy?
For some, it may mean the end.
You're not stripping anymore.
You have got to be kidding me.
For others, a new beginning.
Let's find a cheesy little motel on the beach and stay here for a little while.
See what develops on an all-new Party of 5, Wednesday at 9, 8 Central. Brought to you by Polaroid.
The Oklahoma City bombing, the worst mass murder in the history of this country. A jury found both Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols guilty of this horrific crime. Terry's brother, James, was also arrested. This story is about his claim that he's guilty only by association. When the nightmare of terrorism awoke America, politicians and citizens alike were staggered by the horror. A single bomb, manufactured mainly with homemade products, tore through the Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City, killing 168. Over a dozen of them small children. The atrocity was worsened when 3 arrests were made. Not foreign terrorists as anticipated, but American citizens, suspected militia members from the radical right. When the leader, Timothy McVeigh, was sentenced to death 1 year later, public outcry was a celebration of vengeance.
Justice is served. How do you feel?
When the second man, Terry Nichols, was pronounced guilty but spared the death penalty, the victims' families were revulsed.
The jury said that Terry Nichols' life was more important than those 168 people who were killed.
But the third suspect, Terry's brother, James Nichols, was set free. Today, he has agreed to appear on Lie Detector and try to achieve the same peace of mind that all Americans yearn for, to put the Oklahoma City bombing and all its tragedy in the past. Tell us what happened on the day you were arrested.
Well, I came home to a raid, televised instantaneously from minute one. I was interrogated for 3.5 hours. I cooperated fully. They made prints. They took me away. And from there on, I was taken to Detroit and processed and thrown into prison with no due process.
As I understand it, you have renounced your citizenship in the de facto illegitimate government, as you put it.
Thank you.
Is that right? Isn't that what
de
you said?
facto, yes. And you know, because of the corruption in politics.
These ideas that you're talking about, though, these are commonly associated with militia. Are you a militia member?
No, I'm not. I have never been a militia person. I never belonged to a militia. I haven't. My brother hasn't. It's just rumor. And I'm not against the militia, because what the militia does normally is just inform citizens of their rights to read the Constitution.
Well, you talked about what the militia believes in, and you were saying that they just will educate people as to what their rights are, but they also believe in the violent overthrow of the federal government.
Well, it's in the Constitution. The Constitution says that when the government becomes too violent, it is your duty, every citizen's duty, to overthrow a corrupt government. We have to ask the question, who benefits? Who benefited from this bombing? Did the victims benefit from this bombing? No, they've suffered tremendous losses that we can't even comprehend. Did Tim Rye benefit from this bombing? No. Tim's on death row and Terry's yet to be sentenced. I'm free, but everything has changed. Did 260 million Americans in this country benefit from that bombing? No.
So who benefited?
So who benefited is the question, yes. Every federal law enforcement agency in this country benefited.
How's that?
FBI, by giving them more powers through the anti-terrorism legislation.
You don't think that they could have enacted that legislation without Oklahoma City?
No. They have to create a condition and condition the American public to willingly give up their rights.
But the World Trade Center bombing had occurred. That was enough to give it impetus. They didn't need another bombing for that.
The World Trade Center didn't create the emotions that the Oklahoma bombing did. The innocent children that were killed. But when innocent children are killed, there's no excuse for that.
Have you ever manufactured illegal explosives?
That's debatable. They said I did, but as it turned out, if I did, why didn't they prosecute me?
Well, did you?
I made something that was equal to a M80 firecracker.
And that can cause some damage.
It can, but it wasn't intended to harm anyone or damage anybody's property. It was used for a specific purpose, and that's what I used for. It was used to loosen the soybeans in my grain bin, and that's what I used it for.
Were you involved in the Oklahoma City bombing?
No.
Are you willing to face the polygraph on that question?
Yep. I have nothing to hide.
Please remain still. The test is about to begin. Are you now sitting down?
Yes.
Do you plan to tell the truth on this test about whether or not you were part of a conspiracy to blow up the Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City?
Yes.
Did you in any way participate in the bombing of the federal building in Oklahoma City?
No.
This question is very broad in its scope. If he had any involvement at all, he'll show a reaction.
Regarding the Murrah Federal Building, did you conspire with your brother or Timothy McVeigh to bomb it?
No.
This attempts to determine if there was an actual meeting of the minds between McVeigh and Terry and James Nichols.
Did you know in advance that the Oklahoma Federal Building was to be bombed?
No.
This question would require specific knowledge of the target of the bombing.
The test is over. Remain still for 10 seconds, please.
So tell us why you wanted to take this polygraph examination.
I have nothing to hide, as I've said all along.
The polygraph examination results are now in. Are you ready to hear them?
Sure.
Our results show that in your denials, you were shown to be lying in every instance.
don't believe it.
All the results were consistent. When you denied being a participant in the bombing, when you denied having any advanced knowledge, when you denied having conspired with Terry Nichols or Timothy McVeigh, you were lying in each instance.
Let's do a second one then. Because I didn't know anything.
If you took 10 polygraphs, would you come forward and tell the truth if they all showed you to be lying?
How can I tell anything different when I don't know anything different? I don't know anything, and if I did know anything, I wouldn't be sitting here. Plain and simple. I didn't lie.
Well, according to the polygraph, you did.
Well, I'd like to see the results. Where's the paperwork? Where's the graphs?
We have them. We'll show them all to you.
Okay.
And after we show them to you, will you consider stepping forward to talk to the families of those babies and children that you talked about having died in that bombing blast, to tell them what you know?
I don't know anything. And that is the God-honest truth.
James Nichols contested the results of our lie detector. Ed, I saw him go over and confront you after the taping. What did he say?
I told James Nichols that the polygraph examination showed that he had been withholding information, and that's why it would have indicated deception. He said, "You're right. I was withholding information, but I'm not allowed to talk to you about it because I'm under an attorney secrecy order."
Well, in my opinion, it seems pretty clear that if there was a secrecy order, that information couldn't have been helpful to him, or it wouldn't have been kept secret. Well, there you have it. James Nichols, guilty by association? At the very least, he's withholding guilty knowledge.
Did Tanya assist in planning the assault on Nancy Kerrigan?
Yes.
But Tanya Harding denies her involvement to this very day. Next, find out the truth on Lie Detector.
Have you ever personally, in your experience, been in a wrestling match that was fixed?
No, I wouldn't do that. I did the best I could, and these fellas that beat me really could beat me.
And coming up, is pro wrestling sport or theater? Captain Lou Albano goes in the ring with the polygraph. Accused of planting a bloody glove in the Simpson trial, Mark Fuhrman faces the lie detector.
Please remain still. The test is about to begin.
My dentist told me about this new gum.
It's in the toothpaste aisle.
This gum cleans your teeth.
Toothpaste aisle.
Whitens, leaves your breath feeling fresh.
Arm & Hammer Dental Care Gum. Toothpaste aisle.
Toothpaste.
Despite numerous requests, Tanya Harding declined to appear on this program. It took investigators only days to implicate Tanya's ex-husband and manager, Jeff Gillooly, and these three accomplices. Gillooly now goes by the name of Jeff Stone. We brought him to this familiar setting, a place that takes him back to the time he was known as Jeff Gillooly. How did the plan come about to harm Nancy Kerrigan?
The plan to harm Nancy Kerrigan was hatched, if you will, by a threat that actually came to Tanya at a regional competition. We realized what effect it had on her psychologically, and we decided that it could very well be used in our favor at a national competition. And it was decided with by myself and Tanya that it would be probably more to our interest that she were just taken out of the competition altogether by being physically unable to perform.
When Tanya called to tell you that the attack had taken place, how did her voice sound?
Tanya was, reflecting back on it, Tanya was very excited that it had happened. And
she skated after that attack.
She did.
And she skated well?
And she won. And I believe it was a direct result of having that mental edge.
Gillooly contends that he planned to protect Tanya and deny her involvement if investigators got too close. But when Harding was interrogated by the FBI, she immediately implicated Gillooly. It was when he saw the transcripts of her statement that he knew he'd been betrayed. He then decided to come clean with investigators.
Marcia, there comes a time in your life when you know you're going to go to prison. You know you've done a terrible wrong. And that in order for you to move forward, you're going to have to come clean. You're going to have to, the only thing you can do at that point is tell the truth. And I opted for that program. took a real hard look at my life, decided that I was living extremely unhealthy and that I needed to make that change.
Gillooly and his accomplices were all convicted and sent to prison. Harding plea bargained for a charge of obstruction of justice and served no jail time.
Marcia, there's a common question that's asked me. They say, Tanya was involved in this from the beginning. She didn't do any time, and you did. Doesn't that make you angry? And I say to them, Tanya having to live the lie she lives, and it looks like she's going to continue to do that for the rest of her life. Living with that guilty conscience is a much more harsh sentence that was ever handed down to me.
Can you tell us why you're willing to take the polygraph today and why you're willing to do the show?
The polygraph test, I think, will put to rest any questions that the general public may have. It'll bring closure for me. We've gotten into this he said, she said battle, and who's to believe? Well, I think with the scientific evidence that a polygraph brings into it, that it's going to prove beyond that shadow of a doubt. If there's an inkling of doubt in what I say, that it'll prove otherwise.
Please remain still. The test is about to begin. Are you now sitting down?
Yes.
There's the neutral question again, to establish a normal response.
Do you plan to tell the truth on this test about whether or not Tanya Harding participated in planning the assault on Nancy Kerrigan?
Yes.
Did you talk with Tanya Harding about plans to assault Nancy Kerrigan?
Yes.
This would establish that Tanya received information about the attack in advance.
Did Tanya assist in planning the assault on Nancy Kerrigan?
Yes.
The intent of this question is to determine whether Tanya Harding actually had input into the planning of the attack.
This test is over. Remain still for 10 seconds, please.
Jeff, we have the results of your polygraph examination now. Are you ready to hear them?
Yes.
The polygraph examination has shown that when you stated that you did talk with Tanya Harding about plans to assault Nancy Kerrigan, and that Tanya Harding did assist you in planning the assault on Nancy Kerrigan, that you were conclusively truthful.
Well, now the world knows. All those doubts that people had, there's your proof. Tanya has made reference to the fact in previous interviews she's done in the past years that, ask him to take a lie detector test. Well, I've done that. Maybe it's time that she comes clean and admits to her role in that attack. And what do they say? The truth shall set you free.
Did you know that Tanya Harding was offered a polygraph examination by the FBI that she refused to take?
I didn't know that.
And what do you think about that?
She has good reason not to take a polygraph test. Obviously, she knows what the results of that would be.
Do you feel like it's no longer just a matter of your word versus hers?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Tanya Harding is just as guilty as the rest of us. She needs to take responsibility for that.
Professional wrestler Captain Lou Albano. Did he or his opponents ever throw a match?
No.
Next, the lie detector will tell us once and for all. And coming up, the most controversial witness of the Simpson case demands to set the record straight.
Well, as far as the accusation about planning of evidence, I think we should sit down at a polygraph and see what the polygraph says.
Man, that's some great pizza. So you got any more? Nope, that's it. It's all gone, boy.
At Little Caesars, you get 2 great-tasting pizzas for one low price. Everyone knows that.
Lay down.
Dog's gone squirrely.
Duke, cool it.
2 pizzas, just $8.99, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
This is for my parents.
who believe in my dreams. And for myself, for my future.
To create a memorable Polaroid photo, you need 1, a well-rehearsed pose.
Hey, Bill.
And 2, film.
No film.
Fortunately, now when you buy a 2-pack of Polaroid film, you get one of these new films free.
Imagine a day without allergies, without sinus pressure, headache, and pain. Make it happen with Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache. Unlike the leading prescription allergy medicines that don't have a pain reliever, Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache gives you maximum strength sinus pain relief, plus the allergy relief of Benadryl's histamine blocker. Imagine life without allergies and sinus pain with Benadryl.
Fox Mother's Day Sunday. After an all-new World's Funniest, it's a mother super glue nightmare.
In case of accidental ingestion, consult a mortician. Oh my...
And all-new Simpsons. Then, does Boomhauer's mother know best?
They did little old big night down here.
A brand new King of the Hill. It all starts at 7/6 Central, Fox Sunday.
On Fox 4 News, the FBI says one man bombed the Olympics in this clinic and they're offering $1 million. Plus, a train headed for Fort Worth slams into a truck starting at 9. Star athletes with scholarships to state universities. Allegations of grade fixing just to keep them on the playing field, while other kids missing out while the jocks slide through. The I-Team's David Christopher exposes what's going on deep in the heart of Texas high schools. Making the Grade, tonight starting at 9 on Fox 4 News.
I did a great deal of research on the automobile. I looked at the Honda Civic, Ford Pro.
Remain still, the test is about to begin. Are you now sitting down?
Yes.
Do you plan to tell the truth on this test about whether or not you were involved in a professional wrestling match that was fixed?
Yes.
Did you ever engage in a professional wrestling match in which the winner was predetermined before the match?
No.
This is a single-issue test. All the questions ask the same thing.
As a professional, have you ever wrestled in a fixed match?
No.
This is a very similar question. We're looking for consistency of reactivity.
The test is over. Remain still for 10 seconds, please.
Captain Lou, we now have the results of your polygraph examination. Are you ready to hear the results?
Yes.
Our results have shown that when you said you did not participate in a professional wrestling match that was fixed, you were lying.
The machine is a liar. I never participated.
Even when told he's lying, Captain Lou's reaction is larger than life.
Face lady, that machine is
Our results have shown that Captain Lou Albano did indeed participate in a professional wrestling match that was fixed.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't believe that. I'm going to cut you off. I'll take this to court because the machine is a downright liar. I don't lie. I did not participate in any match that was fixed.
Sports or theater?
I was not lying. I don't lie. The machine was a fault.
Just remember, it's pure theater.
You're a liar, lady. The machine's a liar. Ah!
Next, former LAPD detective Mark Fuhrman will confront the Simpson defense attorney's infamous accusation.
Did you carry that bloody glove onto Simpson's property?
No.
When your allergies are a nightmare, you need fast relief. You need the power of Zyrtec. Prescription Zyrtec starts working fast and lasts 24 hours. So when allergies are a nightmare, remember the power of Zyrtec. In studies, drowsiness was the most common side effect. Other side effects included fatigue and dry mouth. Most were mild or moderate. To learn more, ask your doctor or pharmacist.
Out here, it's Monday. In here, it's Friday. 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 Tuesday. Friday. 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 Wednesday. Ooh, Thursday. You think you know Fridays? Well, you don't know Jack Shrimp. Lightly breaded and served with our great Jack Grill entrees. The new Jack Shrimp. In here at Fridays. Take the rest of the week off.
Kay Jewelers presents
Cindy Crawford.
Are you wondering what to give this Mother's Day? Why not think about jewelry and just say K?
You say it all, just say K.
Choose from our quarter-carat baguette diamond collection, $199 each. And on purchases of $500 or more, we offer free financing for 1 year.
Show her how much she means to you this Mother's Day in a way she'll remember forever.
Just say K.
Celebrate Mother's Day on a brand new King of the Hill, Sunday.
Allegations of grade fixing, just to keep star athletes on the playing field. Are other kids missing out while the jocks slide through? Making the Grade, tonight starting at 9 on Fox 4 News.
There's only one thing this bad boy can't leave behind.
Positively ends tomorrow.
Midnight Madness means... Look, you never get what you want from all that blah, blah, blah. You get it at your Pontiac dealer. They're closer than you think. Check this out.
Now get 1.9% APR GMAC financing on Sunfire that could save you an average of $1,866 in finance charges. That makes now the best time to buy. See your North Texas Pontiac dealers.
That certain evidence had been planted. This defense theory discredited the LAPD in general, and specifically the testimony of Detective Mark Fuhrman. We brought him back to the city of the crime to face the lie detector and settle this question once and for all.
I found the crucial piece of evidence, a glove with blood from both victims and O.J. Simpson on his property. We had his house guest, Kate O'Kalin, making a statement that directed me to that glove. The only way to effectively get rid of the evidence is attack the person who finds it. I never even concluded early that morning that that was Nicole Brown Simpson. I never would have leaped to that conclusion, and I never would have went to Rockingham. I was directed to go there. So the evidence clearly shows, for me, I would have stayed at Bundy and collected the bloody fingerprint and all the evidence there. And if somebody wanted to notify O.J. Simpson at his home, I would have sent other detectives. I surely wouldn't have gone myself. That was my crime scene.
But he did go to Rockingham as he was ordered. This routine investigation turned him into one of the most controversial witnesses in the trial.
When this accusation came down about planting of evidence, it didn't just affect me. The whole department was sucked into this void that the defense created, and now the poor people of the department, not only involved with the Simpson case, but everybody else had to go out and do their jobs every day with this hanging over their head. You know, the question of did I plan or tamper with any evidence in the Simpson case? To me, my first reaction is it's totally absurd. The obvious answer is no. And the further answer is, why on earth would anybody think that I would care about anybody so much as to try to orchestrate something so impossible? The LAPD and I have been put on a standard that supersedes most people in this country. And that standard does not slip down to defense attorneys by and large. There's a lot of good defense attorneys, but we don't expect anything less out of them than sensationalism. There's not a search for the truth or justice. They're searching for a hung jury or an acquittal.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187.
Simpson was set free, but Fuhrman was forced to find a new life, a life apart from the LAPD.
My life, since it's almost been 4 years now, has been turned upside down, and I've tried to make the best of it. I did nothing wrong in this case. I was a hard-working detective. And after I wrote the book Murder in Brentwood, I found that I was actually doing the same thing I did on the department in a direction that was quite possibly more effective. And so that's what I'm doing now. Is I just finished another book on an unsolved homicide. And this is actually an unsolved homicide. It was very fulfilling, and I hope to do more. I miss very much being with my partners and my friends. I miss the chase. I miss being in the thick of it. I miss chasing down the bad guys. I really do. And I think we often live in the past, and then when I pause and think, I had 20 good years with a lot of great people. So it's time to move on.
Given my own involvement with this case and my belief that the evidence was not tampered with, I felt it would be more appropriate for the integrity of this program if I recused myself from the polygraph segments.
Please remain still. The test is about to begin. Are you now sitting down?
Yes.
Do you plan to tell the truth on this test about whether or not you planted that bloody glove in the O.J. Simpson case?
Yes.
Did you carry that bloody glove onto Simpson's property?
No.
If Mark Fuhrman planted that bloody glove, he would have had to carry it onto the property.
Regarding the O.J. Simpson trial, are you lying about when you first saw that glove?
No.
Fuhrman testified that he first saw the glove after talking to Cato Kalin. If he planted it, he will now be lying.
When you went over the fence at Rockingham, did you already know where the glove was?
No.
Only the person who actually dropped that glove would know where the glove was to be found.
This test is over. Remain still for 10 seconds, please. Mark, are you ready for the results of your polygraph examination?
You bet, Ed. Go ahead, give it to me.
We asked you 3 relevant questions. We asked you, did you carry that bloody glove onto Simpson's property? You answered no. We asked you regarding the O.J. Simpson trial, are you lying about when you first saw that glove? You said no. We asked you when you went over the fence at Rockingham, did you know where that glove was? And you said no. The polygraph examination indicates conclusively that you were telling the truth to all 3 of those questions, that you did not plant the glove at Rockingham. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to put this to rest and for your contribution at the truth. And I think everybody that's watching this should understand something. There is nothing left to do in this case. We've got to put it to rest.
You know, Mark, it's been said that if O.J. Simpson inadvertently dropped that bloody glove at Rockingham, the case against him would be almost airtight. It's also been suggested that you possibly planted that glove. We now know conclusively from your polygraph examination that you didn't plant that glove. What does that leave us to think about the glove?
Well, we know that if I did not move, plant, or tamper with any evidence for the glove, then it was left by the murderer, and that is Mr. O.J. Simpson. I think that now with this, that very crucial piece of evidence and my pivotal role in finding it now shores up all the forensic evidence, the hundreds of pieces of evidence that also point to Mr. Simpson. What does he say about that? That's the main issue. What does his attorneys say about that? And I think that's an issue that should be dealt with. But as far as my part in this is my final word on this matter.
During the trial, Mark Fuhrman was a rather controversial character. What kind of a polygraph subject was he, Ed?
Mark Fuhrman was a polygraphist's dream. He was cooperative, in good physical shape, made no attempts at countermeasures, and this all resulted in a bulletproof examination, one that can stand scrutiny at the highest level.
Well, maybe now we can put at least this one aspect of the Simpson trial behind us. Don't go away. We'll have more on all of tonight's stories when we come back.
Allegations of grade fixing, just to keep star athletes on the playing field. Are other kids missing out while the jocks slide?
Only this time, actors Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox have parked their bikes and put on suits for a scene with Judge Judy.
You have a name? Officer Poncherello, Frank Poncherello.
The guys get in a messy dispute over dog droppings with John's neighbor, and they appeal to Judge Judy for help.
I have proof that it is, in fact, his dog doing the deed. I'm ready to hear it, sir.
What do you think of these guys? Have they gotten a little more handsome over the years? Or?
Well, they've gotten more handsome, according to my eyes, because they got a little older, and I got a little older. We sort of are maturing together. I ask, Johnny Cochran to come in here now.
But the boys have their work cut out for them because the dog has famed O.J. Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran in its pen.
May I approach the bench?
And in true Cochran form, his first move is to ask for a sidebar.
Your Honor, I'm afraid if they can't prove the poo, there's nothing you can do.
It's a cute rhyme.
Yeah.
I would have come up with another one, I think.
A little competition between you and
Well,
Judy.
you know, no. She's the judge and I'm the litigator, but I got something for her in this scene.
I ask questions, and you answer.
As for Eric and Larry, they know they're walking on tender ground when they're in this course.
Judge Judy, she is a softie, isn't she? So warm and embracing, I just love her.
And while Judy judged her own performance a success, she's not about to leave her day job.
The style all your own.
They couldn't write Judge Judy
You
lines.
have a style all your own. You've got to go out and do your thing.
If somebody else could write Judge Judy lines, I'd be out of business.
Thank you, Chris. The 2-hour Chips 99 reunion movie speeds on to cable's TNT this fall. And we'll be right back with a